Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So in last episode we had the season simulation and we went on to win our second President's Trophy in 3 years, I believe. In between those 2 years we also won a Stanley Cup. We're looking back another Stanley Cup. We're up against the Ducks in round number 1. Their record wasn't that good during the regular season, 44, 33, and 5. Ours was really nice, 51, 25, and 6. Yeah, let's just take a look at their lines again, because I think you had to answer, but I don't remember what they look like myself, because I've been bouncing around between making this franchise mode and the Sens fantasy draft one. So let's take a look at what the Ducks look like again, just for a quick refresher. So, no, I don't want to go to special teams, goddammit. View opponents. So, Lou Perreault, this guy was drafted back in 2018 as a pick. Him with Nick Schmaltz and Marco Dano. So, Marco Dano's like the best player on this team. So, he's not that bad, but he's not that good either. We have a couple 90 players, so he shouldn't be that scary. Then there's also Nick Baptiste, William Nylander, and Rickard Rakell. So, their top 6 is a little bit old, youngest player being 26. Then their bottom 6, you got Connor Brickley, Matthias Aho, Max Jones, Seth Griffith, Sam Steele, and Graham Elliott. So this entire team is like a minimum of 26 years of age, 27 years of age. They also got one youngster though, in Elliott, who's a power forward, bottom 6 kind of guy. He was actually drafted by the Capitals. I don't know how he got over there though. Then on the defensive side, you got Cam Fowler and Chris Tanev. Cam Fowler is old, same with Tanev. Branson's also pretty old, 89 though. Hampus Lindholm's getting up there in age. Larson's kind of getting up there in age, and Yossi's old. So this team is more of a veteran team. I don't know if they have a lot of experience in the playoffs. I could actually check, I guess. Don't know what the last time they made the playoffs was. So they made it last year, but they got swept in the first round. Oh yeah, by Calgary. Forgot about that. And in the year before that, they played 6 games, 17 games. So they had some playoff experience back in like year number 2, but they haven't really made it to winning a Stanley Cup, I think, yet. Unless they did, I don't remember. Goalies, they have John Gibson and Anthony Foligno. So Gibson is a pretty good starter, but Anthony Foligno, this guy drafted in the first round back in 2020. He's a high backup, but he hasn't really grown much, but he could still grow for another couple years. So that is their backup goalie. And then scratch players, they have Sami Vatanen, who's old as well, and then Stefan Markstrom, who they just didn't let grow because he's 24 years of age and on top 4 defensive prospect kind of. So anyways, that is the Ducks roster. So let's head on over and simulate this series and see if we could get on up to the second round of the playoffs and hopefully back to that second Stanley Cup in back-to-back seasons. I don't think I've ever won a season like a back-to-back Stanley Cup before in a franchise mode. I don't think I've even won more than one cup in a franchise mode. So game number 1 here in Vancouver, first period, and it's a nice scoreless first period. I'll take that. 14-12 the shots in favor of us. Second period, and we get the first goal of the series. George Endress with his first ever playoff goal. I think, yeah, first ever playoff goal, making it 1-0. Shots are 22-22. So it's anybody's game going into the third. But let's just lock it down defensively like we did for the first 2 periods. 5-on-4 power play, and we do not score. 9 minutes left in the game. Shots are still pretty even. And the Ducks finally score. Matthias Aho beating Thatcher Demko, and we got a 1-1 game now here in the third. And it's going to go to overtime in game number 1. Shots are 35-33, and it's a 1-1 game. So the goalies have been playing very, very well in this first game. Are very, very good in this first game. The offense hasn't really been there, and the defense has been doing a good job as well. So overtime underway. This is a huge overtime. And damn it, the Ducks are going to win it. Somehow come back late in the game and win it in overtime is Matthias Aho. I think that was his second, right? Yeah. So Matthias Aho single-handedly takes out the Vancouver Canucks in game number 1. Damn, that sucks. But Demko still gets first star, then John Gibson second star, and Aho with the third star. Okay, so they took one of our games, so we're going to have to make sure we at least take one of their games, or else we could fall down 3-1 in the series. I'm not going to change anything with the lines because it was a pretty good all-around first game. We were 1 goal away from winning, so game number 2 here in Vancouver as well. Let's see if we can get it done first period, and we get the first goal again. Henrik Samuelsson makes it 1-0. Shots are 15-9 in favor of us. Second period, and we have a 2-0 lead going into the third now. Mikhail Alvoline, and we're out shooting them badly, 27-14. Let's see if we can keep it up in the third. Just lock it down, Demko. Lock it down. He's not faced much shots, only like 20 shots in the first 3 periods, and Marco Dano scores for them. But Mikhail Alvoline answers right back. Thank you, Alvoline. I don't know what we would do without Alvoline, and there's a nice another goal. Owen Tippett with an insurance marker, and we're going to have a 4-1 win and tie the series up going back to Anaheim. Very nice performance, guys. So Samuelsson from Liljegren and Bitten, Alvoline from Stetcher and Patrick, and Tippett from Wyman and Reichel, not Raquel, what the hell. Alvoline 2 goals, Demko with a nice game again, and Samuelsson with a goal and 2 hits. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely not going to change anything going to Anaheim. If we lose this game by a bad score, maybe I'll change up the lines for the game number 4. But otherwise, this is a pretty decent start to the series. Okay. So game number 3 here in Anaheim, first period, and we get the first goal once again, even on the road. Mark Scheifele with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first. Gives us a 1-0 lead, and we're out shooting him 10-9. Second period, and oh, wow, okay, that's not what we wanted. So Demko's been pulled. William Nylander ties the game up, and then Fowler took the lead like a minute later. Then about 6 minutes later, William Nylander gives him a 3-1 lead, and then Dano beating Gravel late. And we're being outshot 21-15, down 4-1 going into the third. That is not how you want to perform in the second period. That's like the worst second period I think we've ever had. I don't think we're coming back from that. Okay, Samuelsson makes it 4-2, pulls us within 2, but Aho gives another goal and they're up 5-2. So yeah, I think I'm going to change the lines up for the next game, because that's just unacceptable to let in 4 goals in a period, especially one after you have a 1-0 lead. I don't even want to look at the stats. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to change up some lines for game number 4. Hopefully we could tie up the series, headed back home, because we do need to win one game, at least in Anaheim. So, edit lines. Okay, so what do we want to do with the lines? Fiala, since he's a sniper, you can go to the first line. We're going to move Alvoline up there, since Alvoline's been still better than Horvat in the playoffs. Yeah, Horvat's only going to assist. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Tippett is a sniper as well, but he's not left-handed. Okay, you know, Kirby Reichel has been good in playoffs before. I don't know if he's been good in this playoffs. No, he hasn't. How's Zach been? Zach hasn't put up a point yet. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave it like that. And then I'm also going to put Nazarov on the first defensive pairing. That way he's got more offensive capabilities. And goalies, I'm going to leave it up to the Demko still, because Demko got it done last year. He should be able to get it done again this year. So we need to win this game. This is a mandatory win, because if we win this game, we tie the series up. If not, we fall down 3-1. And then we have to win 3 in a row, which is going to be tough. So first period, and okay, I'll take that. 1-1, Kevin Fiala getting moved to the first line, getting the first goal of the game. But then Seth Griffith answering right back. second period, and what the hell is even going on anymore? Another bad second period for us. We let in 4 goals, but we still managed to score 2, so we're still in this game, but it's not looking good. 5 goals on 20 shots for Demko. Seth Griffith made it 2-1. He got his second of the game, and then Wyman tied it back up. Aho took the lead for them, and then Fiala tied it up. But then Jones and Yossi, fucking Yossi, man, comes through, and the Ducks have a 2-goal lead going into the third. We need to pour it on here in the third, guys. We need the series tied up. This is not looking good. Power play, come on, guys, get a goal, get a goal. Long ass power play, and we do not score even. We're outshooting by a wide margin, like almost 20 shots difference, but we can't get any more goals, and we're gonna fall in game number 4, 5-3. So, damn, that was horrible. Now we're down 3-1 in this series, which means we're gonna have to go on a 3-game winning streak. So, you know, I might go best lines, even though I don't know what the best lines look like. Yeah, I'm gonna go best lines for something different, because we're going to need to win 3 in a row here, or else we're going to be out in the first round after winning the Stanley Cup hangover, President's Trophy hangover. So they said, wow, okay, that's weird. They say to put Scheifele as the second line center and that sort of thing. Okay, I'll see how that works out. I know players are going to probably lose morale because of ice time with that decision, but might as well test it out anyways in this elimination game. Okay, let's see if we could tie up, or we'll get close to tying up the series again. Pull it within another game. First period, and we're down 1-0 again. Even best lines doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. Graham Elenick makes it 1-0. Second period, and it's still 1-0 them. So now Gibson's having a lockdown game. We only have 15 shots though. Come on, guys, we need to get done here in the third. We don't want to lose on home ice. After winning a Stanley Cup, are you actually going to go out in 5 games in the first round? Power play, come on. Long power play, and we do not even score. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, Fiala ties it up in his save the season. And oh my god, Zaka takes the lead. There you go. That's what we want, guys. And we managed to win somehow late in the game, scoring 2 goals in the last 3.5 minutes, pretty much. Oh, thank God we came through then. Fiala getting moved to like the first line or something like that comes through with the tying goal, and then Zaka, who's on the second line, I believe, or third line, comes through with the game-winning goal. So, huge late performance from your Vancouver Canucks, and we need to win the next game as well, and then we have a chance to actually take the series. So, 3 stars, Demko, Zaka, and Gibson. So, once again, the goalie's been pretty good, except for in those those games that we lost in Anaheim, 5-3 and 5-2. So, since we won that game, I think we should be able to win this game in Anaheim. Who knows? Last 2 games in Anaheim, we've let in way too much goals. Well, we're on the brink of elimination again. So, game number 6. Let's see if we could tie up the series tonight. We're going to do a slow simulation the entire game, because usually game 6s are the ones that teams can't come back from. So, Kevin Fiala once again coming through with the game's first goal. And then shots are still around even, still last 6 minutes. But that Kevin Fiala goal was from like a really bad angle too, kind of. And it's going to be 1-0 after 1 for us, 12-9 to shots as well. Second period now. Just lock it down, Demko. In offense, we need a couple more goals. Last 5 minutes of the second period now. Power play. That'd be huge to get another goal, but we don't get one. And that's going to be it for the second period. So once again, we still have a 1-0 lead. Shots are 25-17. We need to somehow lock it down here in the third period and get that next big goal. Come on, Scheifele. We signed you in free agency for a reason, to help us win another cup. Let's see if he could do that for us. Oh man, Nick Schmaltz ties it up. That's not what I wanted to see. We're still out shooting them, and it's a 1-1 game here with 5 minutes to go. Oh, power play late, and we do not score, and it's going to overtime. So we're 1 goal away from tying the series up, or 1 goal away from going home early this season. We're out shooting them, so that's good, but we need to convert better. Come on, overtime underway. Come on, boys. Almost have 40 shots. Gibson's been like on his head for them. Demko's been good for us as well. 30-something saves for him. Are we actually gonna go to the second overtime? Oh man, we are. This is not good. It's gonna be scary. Okay, overtime number 2 underway. We need that goal, boys. We need that goal. We need that goal. Yes, we get it. Henrik Samuelsson, huge goal on the 48th shot, and we have tied the series up. Holy crap. We managed to come through with it. Damn, Nazarov gets an assist on that, but that's a huge win. Huge win. We've tied the series. I didn't even think we were going to do it. I thought the Ducks were somehow going to eliminate us, as we were heavily outplaying them, so. But that means we've had 2 really good defensive games in the last 2 games, so I don't think I should change anything for game number 7, so let's waste no time and get into game number 7. Here on home ice. Come on, guys. If we could come back from a 3-1 deficit and win the series, that would be huge. So slow sim the entire game once again. Still scoreless. Power play. And it's a scoreless first period. 9-9 the shots. Still a defensive series, it seems like the last few games. Shots are similar as well. Sorry about that, guys. Something popped up on my computer. I had to pause the simulation. So still 0-0 after 2 periods. Shots are 22-15 in favor of us going into the third. So let's see if we could come through with the big goal here in the third. It's game 7. We need to win this game, and we need to get back to round number 2. That's not how you want to start the third in the game number 7, guys. Sam Steele makes it 1-0 Ducks. It's hard to come back from a 3-1 deficit, but we need to do it. And Uelevi ties it up. Huge goal. He doesn't score that often, it seems like, but he comes through with a big goal to tie it up. And the fans are going nuts here in Vancouver. They're biting their nails as well. This is going to go to overtime. Yes, it is. Damn. We're 1 goal away from going to round number 2, or 1 goal away from watching the rest of the playoffs from our couches. We're out shooting them 30-28. Yeah, let's go down to 4-time simulation for overtime. So overtime underway. Come on, boys. We need this goal. We need this goal. Can we come back from a 3-1 deficit? That would be huge. Power play. Come on, power play. I made you good. Power play for them. Penalty kill. Come on, guys. Yes, we killed it off. Shots are even now. Damn, this is a scariest overtime. Come on, boys. We need that goal. We need that goal. I don't like repeating myself so much, but I have to. We're out shooting them still. And this is going to go to the back-to-back double overtimes. Yes, it is. And we're out shooting them 41-39, so this is anybody's game. Come on, Henrik Samuelsson, do what you did last time in the double overtime. It's going to come happen right away. Like, it literally happens really quick into second overtime as always. So, second overtime underway. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Yes, Ruslan Nazarov. Hugest goal of the kid's career. He comes through with the game-winning goal in double overtime. He had an assist, I think, on the last double overtime winner as well. And he manages to get the Vancouver Canucks to round number 2. Despite being down 3-1 in the series, we battled back with 3 unanswered wins. And we're headed to round number 2 on a good little streak. Huge goal from Nazarov. Holy crap. Glad I traded for that guy way back when I did. He's definitely going to be a good player for us for many years. He's still young too. And we're up against the Edmonton Oilers in round number 2. So Edmonton swept their first round against whoever they were playing. They also should still have Jake Virtanen from our trade that we made with them. So that's interesting. So in the second round, you got us in Edmonton, Colorado, and St. Louis, Toronto and Florida, and Washington and Carolina. So let's take a look at what the player stats were like for round number 1, and then we'll go on over to take a look at what the Edmonton Oilers lines look like, and then that's going to be it for this episode. I didn't expect us to get to round number 2, so anyways, let's start by forwards. So leading in forwards, Kevin Fiala, 4 goals in that series, 5 points. Samuelsson had 5 points. Hopefully it picks up against his former team as well. Bitten 4 points, Albling 3, Zaka 3, Horvat 3, Tippett 3, Scheifele 2, Wyman 2, Patrick 1, Reichel 1, Enders 1, and Mutri nothing. Defenseman Liljegren 5 assists. He came out huge against his former team. Nazarov 2 points, but one of them was an assist on the game-winning goal, and one of them was a game-winning goal in Game 7, so that was a huge performance from him. Stetcher with 2 assists, Uolivi with 1 goal, Theodore with 1 assist, and Janus with nothing. Goalie-wise, Demke's stuff, 1.93, 4-2, and a 934, so he's been having a good save percentage in goals against, but he hasn't won. He has a weird winning to loss ratio, 4-2 instead of like 4-1 or 4-0. So anyways, that's that. So now let's head on over to the Edmonton Oilers lines. And then next episode we'll be up against them in round number 2 and see if we can get to that conference finals again. So play game. And our AHL team looks like they went on to round number 2, which is good. Okay, so 93 offense to 93 offense, so we have the same offense. They have better defense and better goaltending, so if it stays true to what happened last year, we should be able to beat them, but who knows with this year's playoffs. They still have Connor McDavid, obviously, so we need to stop the McDavid train. Yeah, holy crap. McDavid and Puljujarvi, 95-88, Shushko, 85, that's nice first line. Draisaitl, 86, Nugent Hopkins 87, Virtanen there 86, Spike Wild, what a name, 84, Ty Dellandrea 85. This guy I could have actually drafted if he would have still been available instead of Alexis Gravel. Alexander Burmistrov, that's a little bit weak, Alexander Burmistrov, but then again they have a huge salary hit probably with all these other guys, and then they have to have a weak bottom 6. So Burmistrov, Andre Bobrovsky, interesting, Melker Karlsson, and Jeremy Gogol, which is a defenseman, medium elite, and they're playing him as an offensive player. Interesting, because he's an offensive defenseman. They play him as a forward. How's he been simulating as a forward during the regular season? Oh, that is his season stats. 4 points in 19 games. He's not that good of an overall yet, though, so if he grows, then he might be a good offensive threat. Then you got Adam Larson and Griffin Reinhart, Derek Pouliot, and Ethan Bear. That's a nice, decent top 6. Then you got Ernest McGrattan, another medium elite player, and Braden McNabb. So all around, I think their team's pretty solid. Goalie-wise, they have Robert Johansson, another medium elite guy. So they've been drafting a lot of high-up picks, it seems like. And then Robin Leonard is the backup. Scratch, they have David Salvador, Ola Nicholas, and Henry Yokoharju. So yeah, that's a look at what the Edmonton Oilers look like. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Canucks GM Mode. So next episode is going to be round number 2 against the Edmonton Oilers. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.